Hello everyone, welcome back to another art time lapse. My name is Sharon and I'm an artist from Vancouver, Canada. Today I'm doing a art time lapse piece called the rose color glasses. As some of you who follow my artwork for a while now, you are probably well familiar how I have a special place in my heart for Alice in Wonderland, and in particular like the story and the illustrations and the metaphor behind it. I don't know what it is about Alice in Wonderland. I just find that there's just so much to explore in the whole story and the different characters. So just kind of draw the creativity out of me. So today I thought I'll do a piece inspired by that. And the medium I'm using is acrylic gouache. It is a kind of like something in between a watercolor and acrylic. It does dry permanently, unlike regular traditional gouache, but the colors are just so vibrant and like pigmented. I am absolutely in love with this medium. So that's the medium I'm using. You can see I use my little trusty soy sauce dish that I pick up at my local supermarket to kind of mix my paints. I love having something small and portable, so it's not a giant plate. My drawing table is not excessively large, so I thought that this will be very easy for me to maneuver around. And also I really like a white dish because it's easier for you to see the colors and like how the colors are mixed before it goes on paper. So you can see in the beginning of my art time lapse, a lot of my acrylic gouache pieces start off with just really diluted gouache, almost diluted to the point of transparency, kind of like watercolor. And that's how I kind of stake out where all of the characters, their arms, their body, and where all the different objects are located on the piece. I think in the past I used watercolor pencils to do that, just to save the time so that I don't have to go back and like erase any pencil marks. And then over time I think I've just adapted to using diluted gouache because it makes it easier and I guess I'm a little bit lazy in terms of going back to erase any of the pencil marks. But anyways, so the theme of this piece is rose color glasses, and I think part of it was when I was thinking of the Alice in Wonderland stories, and I would think about like, oh yeah, there are roses that are painted by these playing cards, and I always thought about like the terminology of like rose colored glasses just sounds so interesting and cool. So I thought I would do a piece related to that. I know that the idea of rose colored glasses is more kind of like, see, the metaphor is meant to say you always see the pleasant side of things, maybe possibly even ignoring the unpleasant things in life. And I think that's kind of like a nice filter or a nice way of saying like always see the upside to things. To be honest, I'm a pretty anxious person, and like sometimes I get really stressed thinking about all the possibilities of how things can go wrong, and I like to be constantly in control. So I think this painting of the idea of rose colored glasses is a really good reminder for myself that I need to chill out and just see the positive sides of things and being just grateful. So here I have Alice. I'm gonna do her as a brunette rather than a blonde, just lying very nonchalantly on like a lot of pillows and blankets. I'm gonna have these white playing cards that are gonna be standing kind of staggered throughout, painting in the roses. Here you can see I'm slowly adding in less water to my gouache, so it's a little bit more pigmented as I do highlights. I think the piece is a little different from what I usually draw. Things that are a little bit more playful, whimsical. I think this is still whimsical, but like it has like a little bit of an edge to it. So I hope that it will turn out nicely. So in terms of like the gouache, I think that the colors look a little bit messy to me, but could be okay. I don't think it always has to be absolutely smooth, clean lines. You can see the playing cards are coming out nicely. I kind of chose the numbers at random, 3, 5, and 6. I wonder if there's a meaning behind it, but maybe I should have thought of that before I painted it. Now you can see I'm adding the shadows. I'm having Alice holding onto a teacup and then a teapot with spilled tea on the side. I want it to be a little bit messy, impromptu, not like super clean. You can see I've already added in some rose color glasses tinted glasses or red glasses for her, and I've also done it with the little rabbit on the side here, also with some glasses on. And then of course I want to add some roses on all the pillows around her that the playing cards have painted in. I love how a painting tells a story. There are just so many beautiful artwork in the world, but the ones that really capture my attention and the ones that are most memorable to me are ones that come with a story behind it, or a message, a conversation piece. So I hope that this piece will bring kind of some thought-provoking ideas when people look at the piece, and be reminded to always look for the positive side of things. Looking closely, you can see how beautiful the colors are. It's not always like a solid shade of brown or green or blue. You can see many different tints of colors embedded in the painting, and I think that just makes the artwork so much more interesting. Well, thank you so much for joining me on this art time lapse of the rose color glasses, and I'll see you next time in another art time lapse. Take care and stay creative, everyone. Bye for now.